Well, 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 well. Whoa, hold on, America. First of all, we do
Slow down.
apologize. We do apologize
Slow
for our
down.
absence last week. You know,
Hmm.
man. Kaz, you feeling you alright?
Yeah, I'm straight.
You
I'm
good?
good.
All right, just make sure,
Yeah,
you know, man. We had to take some personal time off, some
yeah,
illness. You know, man. But he
yeah.
back now. He good. Cause you know,
I,
man.
I'm alive. I
You
beat
know, man.
it.
Because they came to me, they was like, "Oh, Funky, show cancer this week." I said, "Damn, for real?" Welcome back to the podcast, man. To Bold Moves and Funky Grooves. Of course, I am. I guess the funky groove aspect of it, the one that's always, keeping it at a good base here. But it's your boy Funkadelic Jones, man, Mister Funkadelic Jones in the building. Yes, swerve on that corner. Whoa. Yes, we are
Oh,
open for
yeah.
business. I just got back in the house, ladies and gents, myself. You know what I mean? I just had to take that long trip out to Waldorf. You know what I mean? So,
I didn't know you was about to say that. I'm
yeah, I had to
sorry.
take that long trip out there. I had some crabs though. You know what I'm saying? I had some nice crabs. You know what I mean? Here in the DMV, we seafood crazy though. So, I don't
Hmm.
understand how my cousin showing you seafood. That shit is crazy work living out here. Mm.
Like she's not allergic. She just don't eat
She
it.
like she like crab legs more. Than she like crabs.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's
Me, I prefer both. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like me, this shit don't matter.
she
If
said
I
I
had,
prefer both. This shit
yeah,
don't
I
matter.
prefer both. Man. Give me some
Yeah.
crabs, some crab legs. You know what I mean? Get cracking them. You know what I mean? You try to crack some legs. Try to crack some legs. You try to crack some legs. You understand?
Yeah, heavy. I was screaming.
Is it a shorty out there that's trying to get cracked like some crab legs? Ooh, wee. Oh, it started pouring down raining too.
Oh,
I said, "Oh hell!" I was
girl,
trying to
what?
drive fast, but not trying to drive slow. But I had people in front of me that was like, "I'm like, dog, I get it that it's pouring down, but you gonna have to do one. You gotta do more than 15 miles an hour. You're driving slow as fuck out here today. But then don't go 40 miles an hour. Oh yeah, before I pass the cash though, y'all be careful. It's the first of the month. The boys is out there. They gotta meet them quotas. They gotta meet them
I
quotas.
believe
You know what I'm saying? They out there just they pulling up. Excuse me, sir. That orange shirt you got on.
it.
Mm, is that that's not prohibited, sir? We wear our hats forward, not backwards. Here's a ticket. You like that? What the fuck? You didn't brake in time, but did I hit somebody's car? No. Well, here's your ticket anyway. Accelerated rapidly. Like what the fuck is that? So they this yeah, this is the time when they're gonna be a dickhead though. So y'all make sure y'all driving straight though. Shout out to my people in Virginia, man, because them cops be sitting in the bushes. They be waiting to get motherfucker though. Hey man, that's ooh, the speed limit is 55. You're going 50. Whoop whoop. 57. Got his ass, Lord. Yes, sir. They take pride in their job. I'm telling you. My fault,
Hmm.
Mr. Producer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Hmm.
My bad. Get them boys employee. Yeah, boy.
I'm telling you, boy. I I think the two worst cops I've met so far have been Virginia
Yep.
and South Carolina.
I ain't never ran in South Carolina.
South Carolina bad. South Carolina about it's like a hair worse than Virginia because them literally you going 5, 6 miles over, they're gonna pull your ass over, especially if you got out of state tags.
Ooh. I noticed
You,
that you're from Maryland. You're from Maryland here. Must drive fast up here. We don't drive that fast. So slow it down, bucko. Slow it down.
hmm.
Here's a ticket in the process. You're like, damn. I
Yeah,
thought
because
you
they
give
know
me a
you're not gonna
warning.
come back. You're just gonna pay it because you don't want to come back.
Hell nah. I'm about to pay this shit and go about my merry way. Matter of fact, I pay
Hmm.
that shit tomorrow. Before I'm gonna let you go because I got a funny story. I got not a funny story, but I got like a realization story. Go ahead, my
Yeah.
brother.
No, no, I know who it is. It's your boy Cass Corleone here again in the building for another episode of Bold Moves and Funky Grooves. Because it's always, like Funky said, I was out last week. So unfortunately, Mr. Director, I'm sorry. Please, I understand. Don't cut my segments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was fighting for my life.
Man, you was the reason I had to go out there and do DoorDash, man. I ain't get paid that day. I ain't get paid at all that day. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to go out here to man take these orders, man. Shit crazy, low.
Man, mm-mm. All times out here in the street. It's hard out here for a pimp when he's trying to get this money for the rent.
But you guys already know what we're famous for, because it's time to grind. What's grinding your gears, brother? I just want to know
Hmm.
what's grinding your gears here.
Hmm. Uh, Let's see. I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you go first this time. Hmm.
Oh man. All right, cool. Oh man. Funky, no funky. Funky, no funky. Oh man. No, I'm just playing. You know what really grinds my gears today, folks? The fact that you listen. Yeah, I renewed my driver's license today, right?
Oh shit.
You gotta take a picture, you gotta take a new picture. I didn't realize how ugly I was. Damn, I know I listen, hold on for a second, America. Hold on. I thought they was gonna just use my old picture and just update the year and shit like that. Nah, she said, get in front of that camera. I said, oh fuck. I said, oh look rough. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, Lord. Wait, I said, I mean, I put a little oil in there, but damn, my shit ain't cut up top. She just click. I said, oh wow, oh wow. Now I got every time I have my here you go. This me right here, no, this me. But what makes it worse is I gotta renew my tags too. Fuck.
Mhm.
I gotta do my license and my tax. Ain't that about a bitch in
Mm,
the same year?
mm,
And I'm in the same month. My bad. The same
mm.
month. But enough about all that, ladies and gents. Let's get down to the nitty gritty here. I had told my mans at the job, right? You know, because they trying to send your boy old phone on a secret project. You know what I mean? They trying to recruit me on the low. I got some kind of a bad information. You know, I've been getting a lot of bad news for the last like couple of months though. You know, he was just like, hey, I talked to the lady in HR, man. We wanted to move you over. Fortunately, she said we can't do it that way. So, just keep doing what you're doing, but you gonna have to wait. That's the word that I'm hearing a lot now recently. I
Hmm?
got to wait. I got to wait. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if y'all short now, why do I have to wait? Shit ain't adding up over here. It just
Yeah.
we short right now, but you still need to wait. What the fuck?
Hmm.
Like, huh? Like what?
That don't make sense.
But all in all, to really put things in perspective, it's painful for me to say this. Been keeping the resume updated though. That's number one. And number two, honestly, I've been considering going independent. You know what I mean? I've been just listen, bro, because sometimes my paycheck is motivation to be like, what the fuck am I working for? These hours is just this like you like this it? Hey boss, where the rest of it at? Sometimes just consider go independent because like at this point, and I had this conversation. I had this conversation with somebody at the job as well, older guy. But we kind of had this. We'll get into that later though. But nah, your boy Funk does been considered going independent. Like what I mean. Like if this is what I'm working for, I'm like shit. I can make this shit myself. Like this it. This the numbers. Nah, I can make this myself, boss man. For real, for real. I'm just saying like. And I probably do other shit in the process, But hey, what do I know? What do I know? A little scared. Hold on.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, but sometimes you'll never jump out there. You never know.
No, never know.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? Like you all gonna be sitting back comfortable, just be like, well, I'm a little scared. Nah, fuck that, man. Just shit. Might gotta go out there and see what's popping. You know. But nah, that's all I got, America, for now. For now.
Nah, no, no.
Yeah. I'm
Hmm.
gonna be a model citizen on this episode. I'm gonna be a law-abiding citizen on this episode. Yeah.
Hmm. You know what's really grinding my gears?
These nuts, got him. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
I'm just gonna say maybe I don't know if it's between the, let's see, grocery prices,
Man.
car issues, or just overall life in general. But you know what? I'm gonna tackle the first two.
Okay.
All right. So America, I'm gonna be real with y'all. So I've been driving a different vehicle outside of my car, right? My car has been down since November. I'm gonna put it to you this way: my car been down so long, I forgot what it felt like to drive my car.
No shit.
Mind you, my car it ain't nothing special. You know, it's just a little Chevy Cruze, but it get me from here to there. Understand? But
Man.
for some odd reason, I done spent probably I want to say what over 2 grand, at least $2,500 putting into this car to try to get back it up running.
Yeah, it's time to let that joint go, bro.
And it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's well, I got the radiator done. I done got the water pump from what the spark plugs and flushed everything out, and it's still not acting right. And it's like I'm in this weird spot of I'm almost finished paying the car off. Like literally, I'm in my last year paying the car off, or just taking it and just putting the rest of the money into it, making sure it run beautifully.
That always be the
Or do
worst.
I trade that joint in and go, you know what? Let me see if I can get a low payment on something nice and keep it pushing. And it's like, wow. Uh, and it just makes me laugh because it's like, now, granted, this car, I got it beginning of 20, or the end of 2020. I got it for a steal. Hey, you know what it is. It got me from here to there. Listen, I probably ran this car so doggone much. I'm surprised that thing even still breathing. That thing gasping for air. You know, like, you understand. I used to do Domino's delivery driving. I used to do that 5, 6 days a week. When you doing Domino's, you driving 10, 12 hour shifts, no break. So my car is running the entire time.
Wait, I thought Domino's provides y'all with like a delivery car.
No, I was driving my car. I was putting miles on that joint. When I say miles, I was putting miles on that joint.
What
I'm
the
talking about
fuck?
I was going from Waldorf to Brandywine all the way down to what's it, lower part of La Plata, Bryan's Road. Like when I say I was hitting everything in this area, like it was crazy.
I
So I
don't, I
can
don't, I don't mean no harm, but maybe I'm old school. But I thought pizza places had a restriction of how far you can deliver to.
listen. You'd be
Because
surprised.
at one point, it would be like, oh, this is not your zone. Because you got to think like La Plata and Waldorf like 15 minutes apart, and then Waldorf and Brandywine is probably like 15, 20 minutes apart. They ain't got no pizza. They got a whole Pizza Hut out there.
Yeah, but you got to think about the one that I was at hit certain areas because it would go far enough down to get past to get to La Plata with some orders, but other ones weren't zoned in La Plata. So other ones it would be further down the other side.
Cause I was confused for a second. I was like, man, most pizza places be like, yeah, you ain't zoned over here. It's a pizza joint over. It's another one like probably 20 minutes. You got to order from that one. But yeah, I guess times changed. I guess you
Well,
know.
because you also think about the one at La Plata. There's different sections. It's not as ones. It's like the beginning part, and then there's ones that are further down. So you not gotta go all the way deep into the Plata.
I just drove
But
through the place, so I have no idea what that joint look like, but I ain't even gonna hold you. I came back from Suffolk and drove straight through La Plata. I said, "Oh, this is La Plata," and I just kept on pushing. I said, "Oh, oh, it's La Plata." Hey,
must be where
Grandma,
all them damn
we in La
back roads
Plata.
back there.
Grandma, we in La Plata. We almost there. That's, that's all I. That's all I know. Cause I said shit, but
And
mm-hmm.
then it's just, but anyways, the car. So it's just like, okay, I'm grateful. I'm grateful because it's like, okay, I put all this time, this effort into this car, and then drove me from here to Kingdom Come. But
doing God, doing God's,
doing God's work,
on God's word. Yes,
hmm spreading His word to the masses.
yes. I
But
need I need you to make sure this piece is hot from Waldorf to La Plata. God's work, and then come back to Waldorf.
God's, mm-hmm,
Then turn around, come right back to Waldorf.
mm-hmm, I'll tell you, and I'm not talking like little shifts. You talk long shifts, so it is. I was like so. But anyways, with that, it's just you got to learn how to either I'm a prevent or I'm sorry, preserve what I have, or I'm gonna let it go. And if I let it now, my only thing is this: with me, I don't mind letting it go, but that means I need to let it go to something like beautiful. Like I don't want, some people they'll trade in their car. They're like, well, I still want a low payment, so I'm gonna get another beater. And it's like, nah, if I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna get something. Now I ain't gonna go BMW. Or, some people get a Lexus. I'm gonna get something simple, but it's gonna be nice. But
I'm gonna work on getting two cars though. I do want a second vehicle.
and that's my other dilemma. Like I want a truck. So it's like I want to keep my car so I can have my truck too. But it's like
Yeah, I do. I want a second vehicle. That's why I said, man, like, I don't know. I might gotta go indie, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I might gotta go independent and really make that bread, though, man. I got look. The reason why I just think about this shit, cause I'm like, man, you wake up every day. Don't get me wrong, that steady paycheck is cool, but man, that steady paycheck ain't gonna get you far. And it's just like all the shit I've been dealing with for the last like couple of weeks, whole bunch of weight, and no, you can't do this, and oh, we don't have you. We support you, but we don't fuck with you. We don't support you for real. We don't want you to leave, but at the same time, we don't want you to be. We want you to still be happy, even though we know you don't want to be here no more. We know you. It's like, bro, I'm thinking about so many things at one fucking time right now. Like, y'all want me to be here, but y'all, it's like y'all want me. We want you to move up just when we want you to move up, and that's just starting to piss me off a little bit because I'm like, I'm coming here every day giving y'all my good time, and I'm not getting where I need to be.
you know what? That makes me think about that leads perfectly into this topic.
Is there a right or wrong way to say your piece? Now, in what context are we talking about?
Okay, well, I know you've been seeing about what's been going on with the Breakfast Club and how people have been coming at Jess and Lauren and all of what's been going on since, Jess came back from maternity leave and
Yeah, I
how
seen that.
I was like, so people had a problem with Jess the way she came at it. It was like, y'all keep talking about it, so she did a lie. And she got to talking and speaking her piece and saying how she felt like they didn't have her back and how she felt like she was fucked up and how Lauren don't know how to shut the hell up and how she just felt like they were pushing her to the side, so to speak, and nobody was actually doing what they were supposed to do to show her that she was a main person in this whole show. And I found it to be so funny because to me they got so mad with her because it was like, how are you just gonna come at us sideways and feel like we not having your back? And it's like, how are you gonna be mad at her for speaking how she feels? she's saying from the time I got back, I've been feeling some type of way, and everybody been brushing my shit under the rug. Now you get mad when I say I'm mad. Nah, you can't just do that. So at the end of the day, it's like, they say if you hit somebody or you wrong somebody, there is no right or wrong reaction. So is there a right or wrong way to actually speak your piece?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. You know what I mean? Because I actually did this a couple of weeks ago, which is crazy. Um, Honestly, at this point, I feel like a lot of people there is no right or wrong. It's more about what you say, but you gotta realize I'm from a different. I'm in a different time now. I don't mind being the bad guy, but my voice is going to be heard whether you like it or not. Because again, I did speak about the situation. I spoke to not only both my well, I want to speak with both my supervisors, but one of them was ducking that smoke. But that's another story for another day. Nah, I'm just playing. We was short staffed that day. Don't take that out of context, people. But I want to talk to both of my supervisors, and I talked to the higher up people as well, and I spoke my piece. Now, again, I'm the type of person that like you take it how you want to. Like, oh, I don't think he should have said that. I don't give a fuck what you think, to be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, I started to learn when it comes to like business, when it comes to like you working in these for these corporations, if you don't speak up, they're gonna run you over. They're gonna fuck you over in any way they can. If you
Hmm.
just be like, oh, you're like, oh, Funky always coming to work happy and Funky always doing this and this. But the moment you speak up, just be like, whoa, Funky, calm down. Whoa, calm down, Funky. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like, whoa there, Jermaine, don't pull
Yeah, it's
out
just
the
like,
knife.
whoa, whoa, why you getting all hostile? Like, you feeling some type of you coming in here? Oh, whoa, whoa. But see, that's because they're not used to seeing that side of you. They're used to just seeing you as the happy-go-lucky Cass or the happy-go-lucky Funky. But when you start bringing real problems, they start to be like, wait a minute. Ho, 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 ho. Let me grab a pen because you seem pissed. Newsflash. I am pissed. So and then it's crazy because they be trying to downplay it. That be what when you say your piece and then you have your superior trying to downplay that shit. It's crazy when they be like, I think you just need to focus. You be like, nah, nah, nah. I'm coming to you with legit problems, and you trying to sweep that shit on the rug as it's like, oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, well, we'll start doing this. Oh, are you trying to brush me the fuck out this room? Nigga, we ain't doing that. I'm coming to you with a legit problem, nigga. How you gonna fix it? That's my concern. How you gonna fix it, my nigga? Don't worry, take your time.
I'll wait.
Exactly. I'll wait. I'm here 10 hours. Trust me, I can sit here for all 8 of them. But see, that's what I'm saying. And this is what I say too with jobs. Jobs don't respect their hard working people. They let like the hard working people the ones that catch the most shit, but the ones that be slacking off, oh, they let them just be like, oh, they called out again. Can you stay extra? No, it ain't my fault that nigga can't come to work. It ain't my fault she can't come to work. Fuck that got to do with me.
Exactly.
Not a goddamn thing. But the moment when you start voicing your piece about things, you're instantly wrong. Straight out the gate. I'm gonna be real with you. Like we was actually just joking about this today, but I'm on the shit list in my family on certain people's shit list because again I voiced my opinion about things and now I'm the oh, oh you don't know what to say. I'm like no, I'm just not going to just sit right here and just and pretend like this shit is just normal. No, fuck no. I'm gonna be like nah, I can't fuck with that. But hey, if that's what they want to do, more power to them. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like my cousins was doing my other little cousin dirty, and I'm sitting there looking like, nah, nah. And I said what I said. Next thing you know, I made on the shit list. I said, well, fuck it then. I'll be on the shit list. You know what I'm saying? Let me sign right there. Yeah, funky right here. Sign shit list. I said my name clear as day on that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Because at this point, you start to realize that it's better to be the villain than to be a fucking pushover. It is way better to be the villain. Now I understand what Thanos was saying as he was
Hmm.
snapping his fingers. But I understand it is better to be the villain because when you always try to be the good person, you get walked over. Like people realize will push you. People realize push all your concerns to the side and be like, yeah, we'll take care of you later, Foggy. Cash, you got, we'll take care of you later. But when the motherfucker that barely do shit, they the ones that be like, oh, you need tomorrow off? No problem. Cash, can you cover that shift? No, I ain't covering that shit. Okay, can you cover that shift? No, I ain't covering that shit. All right, don't worry, we'll find somebody though. But again, now that you like I said, you tell them yes all the time, oh, they gonna finesse the shit out your ass. They gonna be in that joint like, oh, Cass, who we about to burn the shit out Cass this week. Watch this. We about to have this nigga working 7 days this week. Ooh, wait. Yes, sir. But the moment you be like, nah, boss, I'm a little tired. You tired? All right, all right, all right. Yeah, you go ahead and be tired. Let you go ahead and put a day off. Like, man, I sure do need this day off. Oh, remember you said you was tired? Then nah, I'll see you at 8. You be like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, yeah. But then when you speak about that shit, they be like, hey. They're like, whoa, why are you coming at me so hostile? Like, what do you mean? Oh, when I need you, you're not available. Nah, you just ran him to the ground. Now all of a sudden I don't want to do this shit anymore. Now all of a sudden we enemies then. Well, fuck it then. We'll be enemies. God damn it. We'll be enemies. Shit. You could be Thanos, I'll be Loki. Fuck. I don't give a damn. Shit. I don't give a damn shit. We'll just be enemies. God damn it. Two mother always button heads. We two Rams out this month. And guess what? It's every season. Rams, god damn it. Ram, god damn it.
I'm screaming.
Maybe that's why they hate old Funky. Because why? Ram, god damn it. I'm just
I'm
saying.
screaming.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't blame you. And you know what? You're not wrong. Because I feel like at the end of the day, if you need to speak your piece, there's nothing wrong in speaking your piece, especially if you feel like you've been wrong.
Mm,
Because for somebody like me, at least, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm always the most peaceful person, but as of lately, I've been trying to make sure I do everything that I can to be peaceful, so to speak, because there are other things at play. So for me, it's just hard to kind of, like you said, it's kind of hard to not be that villain when
mm,
you know that you're trying to be that good guy. Because, like you said, at the end of the day, when you're trying to be peaceful and kind-hearted, it seems like every single time they're like, you know what? Oh, you say you cool? Oh, okay, let me hit you with the sweet chin music real fast and put your ass
mm-hmm.
to sleep. And it's like, oh, it's like I just thought we just shook hands. Like, nah, that handshake, I had my fingers behind my back like this. So I'm sorry, but do me a favor, go. Look that way real quick and hit your ass with another sweet chin music. He's like, damn, you just fucked my shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So imagining that every time you want to be peaceful, you're met with problems and issues and frustration. And it's like, at the end of the day, how can I speak my piece? How can we get to a moment of understanding if it's always a blockage there? If it's always some type of, like you said, ram. Especially when I'm throwing my hands up and I'm saying, hey, I don't want no problems. I don't want no issues. Listen, you want to fight, you can fight on your own, but you going over here, you say, you know what? You got your hands up. I'm just gonna keep swinging on your ass. Like I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. Nah, I'm just gonna keep swinging. Just gonna keep swinging. It's like, God damn, how many times you hit your ass with the ultra instinct and try to dodge these motherfuckers? Like I'm over here trying to. You just throwing. Like, I don't get it. But then again, maybe it's like you said when you're trying to be the bigger person. Maybe it's not the bigger person's fault. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the bigger person's fault because we're trying to be the bigger person, and since we have to be the bigger person, they have to quote unquote do what they do. Because now, what do they not have a choice?
You know, I had to tell somebody this the other day. I like, especially in a place of work, I do things because I have to, not because I
Hmm.
want to. There's a difference, right? So they'll say like, again, it doesn't matter if I don't like somebody at the job. I have to work with them. I have to show them some kind of respect, right? As much as I don't want to, much as I want to be in that job, I mean, get the fuck out of here. I can't do that, unfortunately, because I might as well turn in my badge while I'm at it. Now, if that's how I'm going out, hey, more power to it. Old Funk would tell you that and just keep it pushing. But again, like I said, you look at the one of the managers that's higher up than me, right? Why would I want to work for this guy when this guy completely played in my face? Just like, well, Funky, it look like you just be hanging out. But meanwhile, when some shit hit the fan, hey, Funky, we need your help. But again, I could be a whole dickhead and be like, nah, I just be hanging out, remember? You got it, boss. You got it, chief. That's your problem to deal with. But then it'd be a different story. You know? He tried to backdoor us again. People don't know that shit. That nigga said we try to throw somebody out the building. I said, first of all, nigga, we don't even do shit like that. How the fuck you gonna try to put that on us? Cause your man's fucked up. So you gonna try to put that shit on us? Type of shit is that? But wait a minute, I digress. Because again, if I say these type of things, oh Funky, you gonna be the bad guy. But now I'm at a place where it just be like, you got it, boss. That ain't a sign of weakness. That's just a sign of, fam, I don't feel like dealing with
Maturity.
that. I don't feel like dealing with that shit. You got it, boss. You got it. And what be really getting me, what be killing me, is when a story goes around and they ask everybody but the source.
Mm,
That be the shit that be killing me. Is they'll sit there and go and ask everybody but the source. They'll go around and tell the story to everybody but the person or people that the story is even about. Crazy. hmm
mm,
Like my man's at the job asked me the other day. He was just like, "Yeah, you knew about the shit that was going on behind the scenes." I said, "Yeah, I knew about it, but again, am I treating you any different? That had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like again, my man's backdoored me. He could have easily told me that shit, but he didn't. Nigga just let that shit fly. But again, like I always tell people, it's better you tell me than for me to have to find out.
mm,
Because if I
mm,
gotta find out some shit, of course it's gonna look bad. Of course, now I got to justify. I got the justifiable reason to treat you a certain way because I'm finding out information that you should have told me. So when you say right or wrong, speaking your piece, when that person try to speak their piece, and I'm looking at it like, truth be told, brother, yeah, I respect you trying to apologize, but nigga, this shit was 4 or 5 months ago, and you just now telling me this shit that this happened, nigga. I honestly don't give a fuck about none of this shit you talking about. Because how do I know you not lying to me in my face?
that part.
You only telling me this because you got caught. Or you got exposed. I'm sorry. So if you didn't get exposed, I would have never knew. Interesting. But I'm supposed to sit right here and continue to be the good guy? No. I'm gonna speak my piece. You take it how you want to take it. That's my new thing. You take it how you want to take it. It's not my job. It's not my job to be like, let me go ahead and soft pedal it for you. Nah. You did what you did. Now it's time for me to speak my piece. If in your mind now all of a sudden I'm the fucking bad guy, more power to you. They don't call me Funky Thanos for nothing. I'm just saying. I am I am perfectly okay with being the villain in somebody's story. Just don't have me wearing no crazy ass looking weird suit or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. If we
That's
all gonna
funny.
play a movie or something, let me know the character you want. Let me know what actor you want to play me so I can sign off on that. So he don't look like me. Okay, he looks like me. All right, cool, great. But that's it. Give me like a cool like facial chop or something. Give me some cool 70s sideburns or something. Like, you know, like give me a cool design.
Listen, not the chop.
Give
I'm
me a
screaming.
70s chop. I cut this off right here and just had a mustache with the chops. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm screaming.
Hell, you gonna be grow head with the chops? Man, I feel bad, motherfucker. Boy, I tell you, I feel bad. Yeah, but at the end of the day, is yes, I'm okay with being the villain in somebody's story. It's okay. You gotta realize that that's the way life goes. Whether it's friends, family, jobs, business, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, what I've been, especially what I've been dealing with, a lot of people above me been trying to tear me down for the last couple of weeks. Cause they make like, oh, well, all that stuff that you've done, that's great and all, but we're not gonna act like what I've done is not how I got here to this point. You act like what I've done is like I'm over now. It seems like because we're in a new year, it's like I'm begging now. First of all, I'm not gonna beg you to do shit. But when changes do happen, or when things happen, don't look at old funkies and say, "Whoa, whoa, what happened?" Like, whoa, we need to figure this shit out. Like, why is he? No, because again, you had your shot, you had your opportunity. You ain't. You basically was just like, "Nah, we gonna keep him right where we at." Cool. Now it's time for me to do what I have to do. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And that, my friends, is the funky way of doing things. Hot damn it.
Hmm.
Hot diggity dog. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm. I find it crazy because at the end of because with me, I guess I was screwed in life. I guess I've regressed because before I was a fuck it, you take it how you take it. And don't get me wrong, sometimes a lot of times I'm still like that, but it's like I've learned a lot more now. Sometimes I just don't care enough to say anything at this point. It's like, you know what? You just so it's like what Ply said, you big man, you mad.
You wanna argue.
Argue. It's like I can't argue with you. Like I just
You mad.
and it's already bad enough as it is. Half the time when I start to get frustrated, I start to laugh because it's like, you know what, bro? What are you so upset about? What are you so angry for? Because you know what? I guarantee you, in 15, 20 minutes, if I tell you a joke right now, you're gonna forget all about that shit. Or if something else happened, you're gonna forget about that shit. Or whoever knows. It's like it don't matter. I was like, so I'm gonna go about my business while you sit here and be mad, and I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck it is I want to go do because I don't have time for you and your bullshit.
Facts.
And I don't know. At least maybe it's for me when people have this thing of they only do something. It's just them, and it's like all right. For example, um, with Jess and Lauren, how she was like, Lauren kind of took over her segment, and how she felt like she came back, and when she came back, it was her before it was hers, but now Lauren's there, and she's getting more time than Jess was getting time, and it makes you sit there and think. It's like, okay, well, Jess, this is your shit. Why didn't you say nothing? This is your shit. Why didn't you speak your piece? And it's like it makes you think about it's like, okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna let them do what they do. I'm gonna see where the cards fall, and then as the cards fall, and I don't like this shit, I'm gonna speak my piece. But then that brings me to another question for you. Then, how long is holding your tongue too long of holding your tongue?
Well, it depends on the situation though. So think about like this situation here. Like you was gone, maternity leave, you come back, your shit and they done took it's like basically the show pretty much was like, hey, appreciate you giving us your segment, but we're gonna roll with Shawty right here because one, she's more talented, more professional, and this and that. So we really don't need you for real, but we like what you did with the show and you gave us a new spicy topic, a spicy segment. Appreciate you. Of course, that's gonna make you feel some type of way because now I'm just gonna be like, uh, what? Like, huh? So you stole my shit. Then I went out, and it's basically like the ship keeps going. Then when I get back, now all of a sudden the vibe is just it's like,
Oh,
yeah, like they basically like we don't need you no more. Now don't get me wrong, Jess is more internet famous. Don't get me wrong, she's more internet famous. So she has a following, and maybe being on a radio show every day may not be her niche, may not be her thing. Like, yeah, she can interview and stuff like that. That's cool, but I would say like Jess needs to she needs to be like a special guest on like the 85 South show. She fits in beautiful with a group like that,
right.
talent wise. When you going on a rate, mind you, the Breakfast Club is a aired radio show.
Hmm.
You know, it's like the producer probably like, who I want to roll with for real. It's like they didn't want to replace her, but at the same time, they like, um, we need to go with we
Somebody
need,
else.
we need to go with Lauren because she's more polished. She's more
Hmm.
basically too. And I'm gonna say this: what anybody at any job will tell you, you are easily replaceable.
Very much so.
Like you could be the most hardest working employee on the planet. Trust me, we've been through it all, and I'm telling you, being in that jump, you can be the hardest working player. You giving ideas. You saying this is what's going to
Hey,
happen. This is going. Oh, we should try this. Well, in order to slow down this, we should do this. And what they do is they basically say, "Okay, cool." They take your shit and make it seem like they came up with it. That's how they carry the things behind the scenes. So in the same situation with Jess, they just like, cool. Hey, we've been following your Jess with the mess thing since you was on the internet. You brought it to us now? Ooh, cool. Now let's take Jess with the mess and let's spin it and try to make it something Breakfast Club more polished. Now we don't need you, Jess.
yeah,
And on top of that, Shorty is what's he, a producer?
yeah,
So ah, I hate to tell you, but she kind of hold more weight than you do. She's a producer? Come on. Come on. Like, you think they gonna get rid of the producer
yeah.
versus just a regular host? Come on. Come on.
And it's not even the fact of just that. It's the fact that Shorty, her background, she came off of TMZ. She has investigative reporting background. She has the background for what they were looking for. So, I mean, it is what it is. Hell, excuse me. When they were doing the show, when they were trying people out for the show, y'all were the last two people left. Like it was Jess and Lauren. Jess and Lauren. Hell, at one point I thought it was gonna be. I thought they was gonna choose Lauren before I thought they chose Jess, just because of how much she was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before they even announced anything. So it's just like, okay. But then at the same time, it's like, Jess, let's be for real. You got back, you felt like shit was weird. Why didn't you speak up? Well, according to her, she did, but things got brushed off. So my question is then you spoke up. Why did you speak up in the way you did in that moment? Why did you feel like, okay, I feel like I'm being played with, so let me call everybody out publicly?
But see, here's my thing though too, and I understand we live in a different time and a different age where people express things, and and again, you look at the interview, you look at the episode where her and Lauren addressed it on live. I said, first of all, this should be something y'all handle backstage. This should not
Exactly.
be. This is not to be y'all trying to hash shit out on national air. Like, and then y'all talking about some callers. Let's see who's right. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, no, this is
Thank you.
not that type of party here. This should be a hey, before we go on the air, bro. Let's hash this shit out behind the scenes. Yo, y'all good? You good? You know, like, and then on top of that, everybody you gotta realize with these new entertainers, they take everything to Instagram Live and all that to start bashing people. When they got something to say, they run straight to their Instagram Live. They just run straight to social media, and then now you got social media. You got your followers behind you. Oh yeah, they try to throw you off the show, and yeah, they try to do this. They gassing you up. You're like because these people are loyal followers to you, not the show. They're gassing you up behind the scenes. It's to the point where now you go on the show and you kind of you don't handle this shit like an adult. You don't handle this shit like yo, look, let's do this in a mature way. You instantly just go to nah, like I felt like y'all tried to play me and shit because I said, and again, the internet hyped you up to the point where now it's just like nah, y'all was being fake, y'all was being shady and blah 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 blah. No, that's because the internet did that. Internet put that battery in your back, and this is why I always say when you get around the wrong people can put you in some fucked up situations. Now you could have potentially lost your opportunity on the show, or they could have just kicked you off because they like, oh, I'm like, oh, that's how you coming? Yeah, let's go ahead.
Exactly.
We can go ahead and keep Lauren as a permanent. Get Jessica off the show. Then you really would have been on a tangent talking some damn they fired me and all this blah 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 blah. You got yourself fired. Yeah. People hate. I think people hate when I say that. I'm like, no, no, no. You got yourself in that situation. You got yourself fired. You got yourself in that situation. You did that to yourself. When I start seeing you, they start looking like, bro, like, go ahead, bro. I'm like, no. You did that to yourself. You put yourself in that situation. But what you want me to? Oh, I mean, you have every right to say that, but you don't. Instead of just going in and say, hey man, like I don't appreciate y'all stealing my segment, this, that, and the third. That's like basically saying that's like saying the Cavs go right now and be like, damn, I do hear the phone you say grind my gears all the time. All right, cool. And then next you know, I stop getting airtime, but the show keep going and they using my shit. I'm just looking like, wait a minute, dog. I'm like, wait a minute, Slim. I said, I'm looking like, wait a minute,
Exactly.
wait a minute. You kept the name, you kept the phrase, but I'm not on the show. Now I got to go hunt somebody down because I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Hey yo, but you know that grind my gears segment, man, shit cool. I get it because I was on the air when we was doing it. But how in the world is you gonna take my phrase and then just run with that shit? And he'd be like, oh, I got the perfect person to replace Funky though. Got the perfect place. I got the perfect person to replace him. And I'm sitting looking like, did I miss something? Did I miss something? Did I miss something here? Like, okay, I mean, if I wasn't a good job, just could have told me. I'd been like, cool. I'd been that voice a little too high, voice too low. Like, what we got going on here? Is it just like, I don't know. I gotta be more effects. Or what? Do I gotta be like, hey man, like that shit was funny in the moment. Like, dude, what we gotta do here?
I'm
But see,
screaming.
but that's what happens when people make changes and they don't communicate with you about them. That be the thing though. And again, like I said, I got no beef with my last podcast, but he made a decision to end the podcast without even telling me that he wanted to end the podcast. So when I came on the air and he was like, yo, this is our last episode, I said, oh,
Well,
okay.
shit.
Okay. Yeah, welcome to the show. Damn, did not plan on walking into this being my last episode for today. Okay, cool. Well, ah,
Well, I'll be damned.
you know what I'm saying? Like no one wakes up with the intention of, hey, you've been replaced. Oh, so
Me?
you
Oh,
could
oh
give me a
wow.
phone call, a heads up, and no. But you've been replaced. We appreciate everything you've done though, but we're gonna go ahead and move in this direction.
Hmm.
Okay, this is news to
All
me.
right then.
All right, so I kind of understand her frustration because it looked like the show was moving on without her, but at the same time, you doing that, they kind of looking like the show looking like maybe we should move on without you.
And that was my first thought too. Was you giving them any reason now to say, you know what?
Mm,
Maybe we were making the right decision.
now you're deemed as problematic. So every time you have a problem, you're gonna take it to social media, huh? So you're basically airing our whole show out on social media. Don't want somebody working here like that. Ooh, ooh. So, but I don't know.
And then to me, what I think makes it even worse, and this is one of the biggest reasons why I think people don't like Charlemagne is Charlemagne cracking jokes about the whole thing and egging shit on the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't making the situation no better though. He really wasn't. It was just like, bro, you wasn't even like you're not even remotely gonna take this shit serious, like at
No,
all, bro.
no,
And it's
and
like,
it's like I get it. Okay, don't get me wrong. You know me. I'm more than okay with ill-timed joke. At the same time, if somebody's starting to like get emotional and starting to cry and they feelings really hurt and you just like, yeah, you know what? Let me just pile on like five, tenfold on this joke. And everybody else around you is looking at you like, yeah, like, you need to stop. You know that, right? You like, it's funny though, right? It's funny. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, they gonna be like, they be like, you ain't even try. Cause and again, this is why I say too, like being a problem solver is stressful as hell. Especially if you
mhm.
gotta always be the one solving the problem, de-escalating the problem, trying to fix the problem, trying to come up with a solution for the problem. That shit is draining as fuck. That shit get how you get to the point where like, you know what? Whatever y'all decide to do, oh well. So in that situation with Charlamagne, he cracking jokes. He like, fuck it. He like, man, might as well. Cause it's like this shit has nothing to do with me, but at the same time, it's like like Jess, you ain't making no better. You literally went on TV. You went on the social media, start airing us out. Like why? And this is what grinds my gears the most about people that do shit like that. People that will make a problem worse, be expecting everybody behind you over there, like yeah, like y'all got my back, right? Nah, nah, you on your own on this one, chief. Because it's just like you think you like, and again, the people that think they could do what they want. That's been a thing recently. People that think they could do what they want, and then when they got to face the consequences, they blaming everybody else but themselves. They literally looking like I'm gonna do this because I can and watch this. Okay, cool. But then when shit backfires, now you mad at everybody else. That's why I say nowadays, like you not responding to everything or you not saying nothing, it don't make you look soft. It don't make you look soft. It don't make you look like, oh man, dang, like, dang, phone, you straight up bitch, bro. They just straight just got rid of your ass. You ain't do nothing about it. Okay. Cause now all I'm gonna do is just keep it the fuck moving and it's on to the next project or on to the next business, on to the next move. Why would I sit there and antagonize them and be like, oh, y'all wanna get rid of me? All right, watch this. I'm about to discredit your name anyway. For what? I'm just like, okay, cool. All right.
Well,
So
on that note, my good brother, I think this is the perfect time to transition into this topic for today, and this is our second and final topic before we enter into our funky fix. But this is one that's been kind of near and dear to my heart, especially with everything that I've been going through.
I'm just like, go
Everything that I've been going through,
ahead,
it
talk
makes
to me.
me think about something. It's like, they say in relationships, the man should always want to, be the sole provider. You should want to pay for everything. And it should be no 50-50 love. So my thing is now, I don't think 100%, a man being 100% sole provider is realistic anymore.
Ooh, ooh.
And when I say realistic, I mean realistic completely. I was like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, if you're making a substantial amount of money, and, and it's just you and that woman nowadays, okay, that's one thing. But now we getting older. We in our 30s, and people got kids and mortgages and car notes, and people like to take trips and do other shit. Like me being the only means of finance is not enough anymore, especially if you want to succeed in life. If your goal is to have a certain standard of life, because nowadays, if you're not going on a trip at least once, twice a year, you broke. If you ain't able to go out every other weekend, you broke. So people in this of trying to live this unrealistic lifestyle, but also thinking that you know what, my man gonna take care of it all. Oh, I want to still go out with my friends. I still want to go do here. I want to still do there, but yet he's paying for it all, and you just supposed to be cool with that. And this, because remember, his money is y'all's money, and your money is whatever your money is. And whatever you want to contribute, you can. Because at the end of the day, he's gotta be what the table, and he's gotta bring shit to the table too. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
I just gotta ask this one question. Why would you bring this 50-50 conversation? Now you know with us being two guys, you know they gonna be on our ass about this
Of
whole
course.
50-50 thing. You know they gonna be on our ass on something. Ah, it's me being talking about 50-50. Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Ladies, all right, listen to me. We in an era where you guys talk about 50, like, oh, I'm not going 50-50 with no man, right? Here's a $1 million question. Why wouldn't you? So it really bothers me with these type of conversations because now it's like we bending over backwards to try to make sure you're okay. But what are you bringing to our table? See, we adding so much to your table. Oh, we adding so much to we adding so much vibe to your table. Cause now you don't gotta pay for nothing. You don't gotta worry about rent. You ain't gotta worry about car notes. You ain't gotta worry about you. Everything that you pay for is because of stuff that you just want. You want a new bag? Look like you notice how your bag keeps growing because why? You don't have no major bills. Your bag is play money. You can buy bags. You can go on trips. Like first of all, you can plan trips. You ain't even paying for them. You can just plan them. Crazy work. Imagine being like ladies and gentlemen. Imagine your woman planning a trip and you ain't even going, but you paying for it. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second, Bucko. Let me go ahead and repeat that. Imagine your girl planning a trip and you ain't going, but you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, okay.
Imagine your girl is planning a trip, you going, and it's somewhere super duper expensive, and you paying for it. I'm talking about the whole trip, the hotel, the food, everything, the pool,
That's
the
all that.
outfits, everything. It's so bad to the point where now it's say you got some ladies out here saying, "Hey, if you want to take me out on a date, you gotta get my nails done, hair done, take me to." I said, all this just to take you out on a date is diabolical work. But ladies, let me ask you this though, because you guys are very needy as men, right? Me and Cass know you guys are very
Mm.
needy, very emotional. So if you want everything paid for, I don't do 50-50. I want a man to pay for everything right now. You're you never heard of sacrifice and compromise? You never heard of that before? Because guess what? He's paying for everything. The mortgage, the rent, the car notes, the groceries. He's paying for all those things. And he still gotta find time to rest, to sleep. But he can't do that because while he's out here working damn near 24 hours a day, around the clock, all these he still gotta come home and he gotta make sure your emotional needs are met. So your he gotta make sure your physical needs are met as well. Oh, we need to spend time. Nigga tired. Oh, I had a bad day. He gotta sit up and listen to that shit. You think this man wanna listen? You think this man wanna listen how they got your nail color wrong at the nail shop? This nigga just worked 20 hours a day. I got bigger problems to worry about. You think he wanna hear about some the car? Like, appreciate you filling the car. Appreciate me filling the car. What? Oh, the car had a flat. Okay, cool. That's another problem I gotta worry about. All right, fuck. God damn. You think that man want to hear that shit? Huh? That man don't want to hear nothing but peace and quiet. Come to that man with some legit problems. This man said, I just took care of the car note, the car insurance. Both cars are good. We got grocery in this motherfucker. And some of y'all ladies still be complaining about that shit. I'll swear. This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand about y'all crying about 50-50. This 100% thing, that was for the 50s and the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. the 90s, the early 2000s, when life was a little bit affordable. Now I can't speak for these. I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for everybody. Little town might be different. We from the DMV. We don't know what the fuck going on in Omaha, Nebraska.
You hear me?
We don't know what's going on in Wichita, Kansas.
You
Okay,
hear me?
in Jackson, Mississippi, and all. We don't know what's going on in states like that. Why? It costs significantly lower to live in places like that. But when
Exactly.
you come to the DMV, I can tell you right now, a regular day job just ain't gonna get you by. But again, if you got two people in the DMV that's making over 60K a year,
You doing
so
all right.
that's 120,000 between the both of y'all. So why would like why would if we both making 60, we combine that 120,000 a year for this whole household? You rather say fuck that. You keeping your whole 60. I gotta go out here and get the other 60 on my own. Hmm. So now my next question to you, Cash. If I know you make 60, I make 60, but you gonna keep yours and I gotta go get the other 60 on my own. Why the fuck are you even here?
But yeah, my question is this. Not only just that, why is it I'm making 60, you making 60, but yet I say, hey, listen, I don't even need you to put in your whole 60. I need you to put in 20.
Facts.
And you go, nah, I need to be able to keep my whole 60 because I want to be able to do what I want to do. But your 60, take your 60, make sure you get another 60 and make sure you spend majority of the other 60 on me too.
Mm.
And then make sure that whatever little bit you got, you take that and make sure you take care of yourself too, because you better not look fucked up. You better not be fucked up because you got to make sure you take care of you. But how can I take care of me if my sole mission is supposed to be to take care of you? I can't I can't give myself everything and still supposed to give you a million miles an hour. That don't make sense. It's I seen something. It was like, how do you fill somebody's cup up if yours is already empty?
You can't.
Exactly. How do you give somebody $1 when you owe somebody five?
You can't. I think we lost him for a second, y'all. His mic went out. But what he's saying is like that nigga owe me $5, Lord. That nigga owe me $5. That's what I'm telling you. I knew that's why he tried to use that $5 reference because he owed me $5. That was for the last time. You gonna give me my $5 back. Lakers at five. But while he going through his technical issues over there. I you can still hear me. I don't think you still hear me though. But the point is, America is how is like you guys use this 50-50 logic, and it's not a thing anymore. You know, I'm gonna use something that they told me at the job. It's called continuous improvement. Now, when I say you give me an echo if you can hear me over there. And he just stand over there and say, "You can't see me." Oh, he look like
What's
he
going
back.
on? I can't hear you.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah,
You can hear me now.
yeah, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now. Let all stay standing.
Ah.
Lakers at five. I don't know what the technical issues is. I don't know. He was just looking. He was just like he's just staring at the screen. I was like, "What the fuck going on?"
No, I was trying to get that motherfucker hooked back up. I was confused. I was like, I'm doing good. And all of a sudden, it just said,
But like I was telling the people though, after I had to entertain the people while you was MIA for a while.
yeah.
But now I would drop some gems on them. It's something I learned at the job. They call it continuous improvement, right? Where you have to be flexible and adaptable to things that go on, especially when it comes to a relationship. I don't think people understand that, right? You're always adapting in your relationship. You're always changing in your relationship. If your relationship is constantly one way, and that one person is just like, nah, I'm gonna stay this way, your relationship is not gonna work. But you gotta realize and understand, right? That you may have been in a time where it's just like, hey, 100, like a man is the sole provider for the household. That was a thing back in the day. Don't get me wrong. That was a thing back in the day. Our grandpas and pop pops and all them, they used to go out there to them steel mills and them construction jobs, and grandma ain't had to lift a finger. All she had to do was make sure there was a hot plate when he came home. But guess what? Gas was cheap, food was cheap, everything was cheap. I don't know why Florida Evans wanted to keep them in the projects. That's another story for another day. That's another story for another day. But as time goes on, it's crazy how no one is. It's like these grown women today, right? They're not teaching their daughters like, hey, I get it. I get it. Like I get it. Men supposed to be providers, but you gotta realize that was in my time. Like in my time, when the cost of things was the cost was a little bit lower, times were simpler, apartments was affordable. That was my time.
Nah, big facts.
You guys have to do things different because look at the time that you guys are in. Everything has skyrocketed and went up. So you guys now have to
Five
figure out
tenfold.
as a team. As if you guys want to make the relationship, you guys have to put aside this. Oh, I'm gonna do what I want, and he gonna pay. Y'all gotta put that aside, and y'all have to do what's best for you guys. Y'all have to do that. I don't think it's crazy because a lot of female mothers today and aunties, they're not teaching their daughters that. They're just saying, "No, man's supposed to provide, and he can't provide. He's broke." No. And again, if I had a son, I'd be like, "Son, I'm gonna be real with you, right? Get you a partner. Don't get you somebody that's just there. Get you an actual partner. Get you somebody who who let you like lead, but you don't have to carry the workload. You don't have to carry
Hmm.
the whole load. You don't have to carry the whole load. You can lead, but they don't expect you to carry the entire workload. They can be like, nah, King, let me go ahead and take, just like how you're taking things off their plate, they should at least be like, nah, I wanna add this value by you ain't have to take care of it. I got that. You don't gotta take it. I got that. And you guys work together as a team. Not necessarily you just I'm providing everything and you're just sitting back looking pretty. Don't get me wrong. If I got a whole bunch of money, you're pretty, it's gonna fade real quick. You could be the baddest motherfucker on the planet, but guess what? If I'm doing nothing but making money and you're just, oh, I'm just sitting here looking pretty and listen, before I get back to Cash, because I know he been itching to say something. He went out for like 20 minutes. If I'm the sole provider, there will be no nagging. The moment you start nagging about anything, sorry, hit the bricks, you are gone. Because you have no right to nag when you don't pay for shit in here. That lifestyle you got, you're welcome. That car you driving, you're welcome.
Welcome.
That food you eating, you're welcome. Oh, that Sheen cart that you want to pay for, shit got $300 in there. You're welcome. I would have said Target trips, but Target going through shit right now. But when you want to go on them shopping sprees, you're welcome. My card maxed out, but guess what? I can't bitch and complain about it. I gotta sit back and like, yeah, my girl's maxed out my credit card, but whew, now that means I gotta work even more harder to pay that off. On top of
Exactly.
everything else that I pay for in it. But what do I know? I already know the lazy man. Oh, y'all so sassy. Hell, if teamwork is sassy, should I be a sassy motherfucker all day long? Fuck it. Fuck it. You ain't bring nobody to my if you ain't bring nobody to my life or my table, then goddamn it, I'm a sassy motherfucker. Fuck it. Oh well. Just cause I'm asking for value, just like y'all be oh, men ain't supposed to have standards. Well, guess what? I got standards over here. That's sassy. Oh well, I'm a sassy motherfucker with value. Talk to him, Cass.
The thing that I find the funniest is we live in a generation of so many self-sufficient women. I can do it on my own. I don't need anybody for this. I don't want anybody to do anything for me, but yet they want everybody to do something for
Hmm?
them. They have the most qualifications and the most nitpicky attitude when it comes to shit, but yet they expect everything in the fucking world. Oh, I don't like you because your fashion sense just isn't it for me. Well, it's not necessarily your fashion sense. I don't like those shoes. Hmm? Or, I want to go. My girls are going on a trip to Vegas, and it's a week-long trip. I want you to pay for it, and I want you to give me some money while I'm out there. But we got bills due. Yeah, but I need money for while I'm out there.
Mm,
Well, why don't you take your money? Nah, I'm saving my money so I can get me a car. I want you to pay for it. Well, wait,
mm,
why you can't take what you got and
mm,
I just help you on the back end? Nah,
mm,
you gotta pay for
mm,
it. My thing is this, okay, like you said before, me, I've been in a situation where I'm paying for everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. And I was cool with it. Was it me? All I wanted when I came home was peace and quiet. I'm so damn simple. You ain't even gotta have a home cooked meal for me when I get home. I can cook for my damn self. Hell, even
I'm gonna let you finish.
I was like, even if I gotta stop and pick something up to eat on the way home, my thing is this: I value peace and quiet more than anything on this planet. You know what it's like to come home and literally it's not a sound in the motherfucking world, but the TV in the background, or maybe a kid running around, or whatever. Just that shit's addictive as fuck.
Mm, 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 mm. I was about to say something real ruthless right now.
Nah, go
I'm
ahead.
about I'm about to say something real ruthless right now because I like the fact that how noble you're being so much. So I don't even need you, man. I don't even need you to make me home cooked meals. Ladies, I'm being real with you when I say this. If I'm paying all the bills and ain't no meals being, you gotta realize if ain't no meal being prepped, made, your value continues to go down. If I gotta work and I'm paying for everything in this junk, and I still gotta come home and cook myself something to eat, oh baby, I'm too tired. That call you out that call you driving all day, I'm too tired. Them clothes you got right there, I'm too tired. That TV you in there watching, you watch your ratchet ass TV, I'm too tired. But now I got to go here and make me something to eat. Cause you too tired? I'd rather be single. I'd rather be motherfucking single at this point. My thing is this. How in the world can you say you too tired? Oh, he paying for everything in here. He paying for everything, and I don't feel like I need to do nothing. I'm gonna be real with you. This might sound real controversial. Even the coochie ain't looking viable right now.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
Cause it's just like you in the joint like, damn, y'all don't want to do shit. My shit on soft. Cause it's just like you like, I don't know, all she do is just, yeah, she work, but where am I getting taken care of at? I'm taking care of everything else. I'm not getting taken care of though. But then she got the nerve to complain. You ain't been touch me, and I was like, why the fuck would I do that? So I mean, this junk breaking my back, bro. I'm coming to this motherfucker. I'm coming to this died and shit every night, and I can't even get my balls drained.
That's the worst one for me.
Like I'm
Mm,
coming to this junk every night. Imagine, ladies, right? We if you want to soul, and then you always hear these ladies talk about something. It's something about a man that just provides, you know. Like, but what do you provide? You asking a man to. And my thing is this though, ladies, you guys, I love y'all to death because it's not all. It's some ladies out here that will treat you like a king. Shout out to those ladies out there. But to the ladies that be out here gaslighting men, so I'm talking about gaslighting. Out here talking about it's something about a man that provide. Oh, I will for the right one.
mm-hmm.
Like y'all ever hear these ladies out here talk about some? Oh, I want a man to spoil me. Don't get me wrong. I'll spoil the shit out of a lady. One that deserves it. This ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way. Just because you
Mm-mm.
want something don't mean you deserve to get it.
Exactly.
What the fuck is it? What we going on? What we got going on here? Oh, I want to be spoiled. Hey, and I want my balls drained every night. But hey, I see we ain't getting that. I'm not getting that now, am I? You can't sit here and say you want this. My thing again, it goes back to the you want this, but what are you doing to get that? I'm sorry, ladies. Let me go ahead and put the nail in the coffin real quick. A soft life is created. It's not just given.
Mm.
I didn't mean to do it, Foggy. Don't hurt them. Let me say it one more again for the ladies in the back. For the ladies that's out here, for the ladies that's out here getting that soft life because they built that. Shout out to you, Queen. But to the ladies out here who I ain't doing that for no man. I ain't doing. But I want a soft life. A soft life is created. It's created. It's not just given. That shit is created. Y'all both was on the grind for so long, and guess what? He said, "Hey, look, I'm in a good place to where you don't have to work as hard anymore. So if you want to quit your job, or you want to work less hours, you want to work part time, so you can be home more. Cool, I got it from here. That's how soft life is created. It's not just something that's manufactured out here. Just on some, yep, bringing her in. She automatically get the. She don't automatically get shit around here. Oh, she automatic when she with me. She automatically get the soft life. Do you not know how many females will be on my line if I say some off the wall shit like that? Any female that date me automatically get the soft life. I would have motherfucking feet. I would have DMs left or right. Give me your number so we can talk. Oh, you just soft life. Oh, bro, there'll be a female in this room every other night trying to lock that shit down. I guarantee you gonna try to get a baby out of that situation. Oh, he said I'm getting the soft life, so he must got it. They're gonna do everything in their power to get that soft life. Soft life art, it's created. It's built. It is not just given. It's not something you just walk into a relationship and say, soft life, here you go. Nope. It does not work like that. I'm sorry to say
Neither
it.
do
I'm
it.
going I'm
Period.
gonna probably piss a lot of the female viewers off. You know what? As a guy in this generation, I don't give a damn about pissing no female off. I know y'all hear these podcasts all the time. So some of y'all need to hear it. And y'all don't want to listen to the women, but when we say it's men and women's business again, y'all in our business. Y'all tell us what to do all day long. Oh, men need to provide. Men need to do this. Well, if you want that soft life, baby, you got to give something to get that. What you prepared to give? What you prepared to sacrifice or compromise on? What you about to do for that? Because if I'm prepared to be like, you know what, I want my woman at home more. I got the bills. I got the hard labor. I got the money making. I got the money around here. That means I'm prepared to work a lot of fucking hours.
Exactly.
I mean, it's been tied to the motherfucker, but I made that promise to her so she can have that soft life. Now, when it comes to her part, what are you doing for me? Are you, again, while I'm working hard and you working less hours now, what we doing? What we doing? You shouldn't be calling me talking about, so can we have Chipotle tonight? Can we have Chick-fil-A? Oh, ain't no food being made in here? I'm buying groceries that you ain't even cooking? Wait a minute, dog. Wait a minute, chief. Ain't nowhere in the hell I'm buying all these groceries and they just sitting in the freezer. Waiting for me to cook that shit. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, no. You want a soft life and be a wife? Lakers in five.
No,
I'm sorry.
because honestly, like you said, a soft life is built. It ain't given because if I give it to you, how do you appreciate it? How do you actually invest into it? Because once you get into that lifestyle, it comes with a whole set of different issues and problems and things you got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, understand that when you step into that soft life, yeah, you're not in charge of the finances now, but you're the emotional support and backbone of the family now. That
Mm-hmm.
comes with a whole different mental mindset. And to be honest, I don't think a
Well,
lot of y'all can handle that
well.
because it's going to be days where mentally I come home and I'm tired and I'm checked out because guess what? I done had to bust my ass all fucking week to make sure we good.
Facts.
But guess what? I'm
Facts.
coming home and I will tell you, I'm gonna be tired. I may be a little irritable, but I'm gonna tell you, I love you, I appreciate you, and thank you for everything you're doing at home. And I
Mm-hmm.
know I could do a little more. So what I'm gonna do is in the areas that I'm not doing, or the areas that I'm doing something in, I'm gonna kick it up even more. So where I'm lacking, I can try to help out even more on your end.
Yes, sir.
Because at the end of the day, it's literally teamwork. Team means together we accomplish more.
Facts.
If I got to do 100% of the work outside of home and come home and do 60% of the work when I get home, what do I have left? I've already given 100. Now I'm giving 160. Eventually, that is going to take from my reserves and I'm going to burn out. So, do you
Mm-hmm.
want 100% or do you want more than that?
Mm-hmm.
And then, are
Oh,
you expecting not even just the 100% outside the home, but you want 100% inside the home and you want 100% of everything else.
I'm telling y'all, this man's so on fire right now. He about to tell the deacons to lock the door. Get the congregation to get 40,000. They locking it. He's on fire. He told, hey, lock the door back there. He need 40,000.
Like, I don't understand it. And for me, all right, in life, there are compromises. And one of the things that I had to learn early on, and it's one of my father's favorite sayings, sometimes you got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do.
Facts. Facts.
And just because you want to go on trips, you want to live a certain type of lifestyle, that might not be feasible right now.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Just because you've seen your friends do it and they're not making as much as quote unquote we or me may be, that doesn't mean anything. And that's something I had to learn. Sometimes people doing shit and it's not what you think it is. Sometimes you gotta stay in your lane and play your role until you can actually pop out and do your shit. Because sometimes people have a tendency to wanna wanna be in lane C and swear they in lane B, and it's like, okay, let's stay here. So when you can upgrade, you can upgrade. But it's like, nah, I gotta fake it till I make it because they got it, so I need to look like I got it.
You can always fake it, but for so long before people start catching on and be like, they be like,
That part.
yeah, he about to pop out and show niggas. Pop, 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 pop. They fuck him up. He about to fuck him up.
But it's
But
it's it's insane to me.
and this is why I sit back and I just really be, and that's why I say too, if I'm giving 150% and you're only giving me 5%, you gotta go. You gotta realize. I don't think people understand. I'm about to turn 32 in a couple of weeks. Do you really think I have time to deal with certain shit these days? No, I do not. I don't have time for all this. I want to be spoiled and I don't want to work and I don't want to do this. I don't give a fuck what it is you don't want to do. But just know if you are coming into my life, if I'm taking shit off of your plate, you better be taking shit off of mine.
Uh-huh.
Because if I'm adding value to you,
You
you
need to
better be
add
adding
value.
value to me. Because if you not, Charlotte, go ahead and step out, go ahead and get out of line. Let me go find somebody who's about to do this job. I'm treating y'all as like an employer now. Oh, you didn't do the job. That's all right. We're gonna go ahead and
Here go
let you
your
go.
papers.
We're gonna go ahead and let you go. Hey, unfortunately, use this as a learning lesson. Unfortunately, this just wasn't, you just wasn't a good fit for this job. But we appreciate you. Now I'm probably gonna be single for 3 days, and then we'll find somebody. And then we'll find somebody else. Hey, what do I know?
Now, my good brother, my question to you is this. Are you ready for this week's Funky Figs?
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, I can feel the power. Yes, yes. I can feel the power. Ah, oh God.
All right. Well, on this week's Funky Fix, this gentleman, he, this gentleman decides he wanted to go to a young lady's house.
Mm,
In proceeding to go to this young lady's house, he's gone over there a couple of times, but he
mhm,
says, you know what? He's in the pursuit of trying to get, how he say, some ass.
mm, mm,
He goes over. He was there for a little while. They entertain. So she says, "Hey, I want to watch TV. Let's go in my room." He's thinking things are going to get hot and heavy. Of course, as he's sitting there relaxing, he begins to rub on, as we would say, the yams,
it's
shall we
fantastic.
speak, yamalicious.
Yeah, magnificent.
I was like,
Yes.
as he proceeds to rub on lay yams, he decides, let me go a little forward and see about some things. He grazes, how we should say, lay pussy, and On
Exactly.
his way back up, he decides for some odd reason to sniff. And as he does, a pungent odor arises from his fingers. In a moment of haste, he's thinking maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not I'm smelling something I'm not thinking I smell.
Nah, you was smelling correct.
And so he decides to go back for a second time. As he does, he realizes he confirms that it is what he believes. In a moment of, I guess how you say, shock, he decides to pivot the plan. He goes, you know what? Maybe try to get some tonight ain't the right move. I'm gonna pull back. Let's say about 10, 15 minutes goes by. He's there, he starts to yawn, she starts to yawn, and the young lady looks at him and goes, hey, you look a little sleepy. Would you just like to spend the night?
Mm, mm,
The young man figures this is probably the best time for him to make his move to exit the door.
yes.
He gives her some bullshit lie about how he has something to do in the morning and he doesn't want to stay. So this gentleman probably stays another 15, 20 minutes and then proceeds to make his exit and leave.
Mm.
Our viewer's question to you is how should he handle letting this young lady know that she has an odor?
Mm. I can tell you how we can handle this. So, in the words of the great Mr. Crab, it's a smelly smell. The smell smelly. Nah, I mean, it's like, damn, um, I don't know. It's kind of hard nowadays, especially being an adult. It's kind of just like you want to just be like, "Hey, look, I don't mean no, but do you you wash down there?" Or if you do wash down there, so you need to drink some more water. Your pH balance is off. It's off. It's like, oof. That put this in air is you like, you like, you like, I got a little bit in my throat. But nah, it's just, just I don't know. We gotta figure out some way to be like, hey, so how much water did you kind of like? I kind of been on like a big water cleanse. I've been it's to cleanse the body, of all the toxic and all that. Like how long? Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie. When I be in there taking, when I be taking good piss or whatever, I know it's my urine be a little like, oh, I'm a little dehydrated, so let me start flushing the toxic out. When was the last time you flushed the toxic? Just when did you cleanse? Just cleanse. Let's cleanse. Let's cleanse. Cause you can try to take the easy part. Like, hey, sometimes I know it's like, oh, like whoa, my pee a little too dark. I'm a little dehydrated. That means I gotta flush some of this toxic. I when was the last time there might be a nasty conversation. She might be like, why are we talking about pee right now? No, 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 because I like to flush all the toxic out the body and stuff like that. If I'm dehydrated, so that means I got a lot of like toxic buildup, all stuff I ate. Trying to flush that stuff out. Just when was the last time you flushed everything out? Like, oh, I drink out like I drank like 3 sodas a day. That explains a lot. You like that explains a lot. So you've been drinking a lot of soda. I said, yeah, me, I don't drink a lot of soda. I try to cut back on soda. Like, hey, this how I got my skin. Is I'm working on it, but at the same time, that's because I don't drink a lot of sodas. Like, yo, you might need to like chill on the sodas because they bad for you. You start trying to give her a little health advice. You try to be like, hey, dang, you drink. I know you drink a lot. I'm like, dang, you always crushing them Pepsis though. Like, like she's like, yeah, I don't know. I said, no, I don't drink no, I don't drink no soda. I drink all water. If you see her drinking 3 Pepsis back there, you gonna be like, ooh, You be like, ooh, her pH balance is crazy work. And like the conversation we had not the week before when we started like little stuff started to become deal breakers. When you get older, when you notice that she don't drink no water, you be that joint like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. You ain't about to be in here drinking all juice and sodas.
Yeah.
This shit ain't gonna work. I ain't the healthiest dude on the planet, but one thing I take serious is water. It's some
Mhm.
goddamn water. So if I see you drinking more sodas than water, I'm be like, oh hell no. Nah. Hell no. Nah. How me eat the coochie? That joint, oh Lord, that joint
It's gonna
acidy in the
taste like
motherfucker.
Sprite. It's gonna
You know what
nah,
I'm saying?
that junk gonna taste like a Pepsi.
You think what whip you just ooh, excuse me.
Tastes like Coke Zero. Ah,
You that joke is like, oh, you like, I don't know what's worse, the odor smell of the soda. You, oh, excuse me. Watch out, I'm sorry.
you go down to eat that
You,
coochie, you turn into a polar bear.
you know what I'm saying? You be that joke, like, you good? Yeah. Whew. You like, damn, why
Okay,
you,
why my tongue burning?
right? You be like,
Ah, ah.
I, I, I
It
need to go to the
tastes pussy
hospital,
juice
though.
is acidic.
It feel bubbly. But my answer literally is just like you got two choices though. You can even be straight up blunt and be like, hey, look, yo shit smell. Your pH balance, yo, you good? Like something you ain't telling me? Like, what's up?
Was you straight, shorty?
Like you good? Like you straight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on with that smell down there? Cause fellas, we for some reason we the asshole, we point that up. But I guarantee you, if a lady be like, "Oh, like yo shit warm," I'm like, "Why is it warm like that? Why is it?" You be like, you got to explain that shit. But you be like, "Oh, so why your shit smell like that? What the fuck?"
Don't let you go over there and have sweaty balls.
No bullshit. Like, they
Mm,
kind of salty. Like, what is
mm.
this?
You ain't clean your balls before you came over here. Ugh.
No bullshit. Now you looking like you like, nah. I just came from the
The fuck?
gym.
My bad.
You know, I've been working all day, so I just came straight over. You ain't hopping in the shower or nothing. You be like,
Nah, you told me to come straight here, so
right,
my bad.
I ain't no time to hop in the shower. So it's kind of just like that type of situation. It's just like, so you knew I was coming over. You ain't even like wash that, Joe. You ain't wash. You ain't put no scent right there.
Nope.
You just said fuck it. You just threw your sweats on, no panties on, and you said
T-shirt and no panties
so
on.
so your production is just everywhere. You just walk in, you go down there, you like, yeah, I'm trying to. You
Ooh.
be like, you be like, and then you can't do it in front of her, so you try to play it off. You try to be like, yeah, we continue to just rub her yams real quick. In your mind, you like, my
Come on, that
hand,
joint. Where my fingers
my
go?
hand, my
Where my
hand,
fingers
get
are
it.
gone.
Why my hand curling up now?
My
but
hands start going other direction. Like, my fingers. Ugh. Oh God.
But at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, you gotta be just like, hey, so you knew I was coming over. You ain't like freshen up down there. You ain't like, or you could try to be like just some, hey, I know like yo, you be drinking a lot of sodas. Now I don't really mess with no sodas. I try to drink water, try to cleanse. I try to cleanse I try to cleanse. Cause anytime I use the bathroom, I'm like, dang, my shit, it's not dark, but it ain't clear. So that means I still got a lot of flushing out to do. So I drink a lot of water to try to flush things out and all that good stuff. But yeah, and I try to also drink cranberry juice. I try to get that cranberry juice in there. Cranberry kind of help you with the, you know, I don't know how I know that because I just like cranberry juice and I actually pay attention to science class, but that's a different story. But no, you try to help her out in the sense of so you got two options. You can be blunt as hell, or you could try to slow walk it and just be like, hey, Now the question I want to ask to this funky fix, now that I done gave my two choices of be nice or be direct, we're gonna ask Brother Cass, which direction are you going? See on Funky Fix,
So,
I try to give solutions. But now I just want to flip this and see where he goes with this one.
mm, so for
Yes.
me, it's one of two things. Well, you already left. So my thing, you just got straight out tell her.
Facts. Okay.
You just got straight out tell her.
Hey,
Cause
Sean,
that's
your
that's not
production thing.
like you just got to tell her, but like, listen, Shorty, I'm gonna be real with you. Your shit was blue from when I went over there. Like your shit
Oh,
it sounded like speaker knockers.
that production stage. Oh,
Shorty, you queefed, and I thought you fought it. Oh God,
you did tell. Mm.
man, shit,
Like,
man,
what is that odor? You're like,
mm,
what is that stench? Ooh.
mm.
You're like,
Because my thing, especially if you know they coming over, like the least you can do is hit it with the hot rag. And if you can't do that, and if you did that and it still smell like that,
yeah, you got a problem. Mm.
you got some problems, problems.
But see, and I don't understand that. Maybe it's just me. But if I know a female about to come over, I'm just saying, you about to be there, Joe, bro. You about to hit the shower.
Sure is.
I'm talking about you lotioning. Now, this might sound crazy coming from me, but most guys probably do it. And we ain't showing our legs, we ain't throwing no lotion on the motherfucker. But when you know your girl, when you know a girl coming over, you lotioning here, you lotioning your balls, you lotioning your young, I don't want no stiff, ashy shit. I don't want none of that. Cool. So when she come over, she like, oh, this shit like your shit ain't dry. That shit, you got,
Moisturize.
hey, you got cocoa butter on it, whatever. It don't matter. As long as your shit ain't dry when she coming over. Now all of a sudden it's like, eh, but if you know, ladies, if you about to entertain a dude, he coming over, you don't think the wash the petition is a little bit, get it fresh? Cause again, like me, oh, I like to eat the petition. So if I can't eat the petition, shit is all over. I'm done. Ain't no winging that. Ain't no just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put the strap on, and we gonna just go ahead and continue. Oh, we gonna continue. What we that shit gonna throw my vibe off because now I'm just looking like, damn, I
Yeah,
can't
man,
eat.
man, man.
I can't eat the production. You hitting it, y'all. You keep hitting your whip, go through you. That don't just click.
Mm,
It's ooh,
mm, mm,
ooh. You like ho ho
mm,
ho ho ho. What is that? What is
mm,
that odor?
mm. Look, you okay? Wait. Mm-hmm. Mm, slow down. Slow down.
Slow
Speed back.
down.
Speed back. Speed back up. Speed back up. You know what? I'm gonna get on top. Okay, I'm gonna get on top. Oh, ooh.
You know what? Let's just cuddle. Cause this ain't gonna work. The producer is just crazy right now.
Look,
So,
we both gonna go get in the shower right now. Let's get in the shower right
hey,
now.
you like
Come on.
listen. You been there, John? Like you ever got intimate in the shower? Cool. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. Let's
Get
go
off
get
of
intimate. What did Teddy P say? Let's take a shower. Shower
Shower
together.
together.
Rub me down in some hot soap, baby. Put on some soap.
You look like
Light a candle. Oh, well, baby, you ain't scrubbing. You just put a little pat there. I need you to scrub. Scrub. Like TLC. They don't want no scrubs. I want scrubs. Scrub, damn it. Scrub.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen, to all the viewers out there, to all my viewers that are listening, but to all our viewers, listen. In that situation, ladies are free to answer, and fellas. If you know a girl got some bad but they'll sit down there and it smell awful, what you doing? Are you letting her know that it's funky? Or two, are you trying to be nice and you like, you trying to work with her and stuff like that? Or three, I'm gonna just go ahead and get a Negro answer. You still hitting that? You still hitting that? You hitting that funky but this.
You know, it's a lot of niggas that's gonna hit that
Oh,
motherfucker.
they still like, hey, shit, bro. Hey, I hope and pray nobody don't be like, well, funky, I can funky but this shit all the time. Like, and get off the comment section. You ignorant bastard. Ugh, gross. Ugh.
He's like, I like it funky.
I mean, listen, we know ladies like sweaty dudes and stuff. They got their fantasies, stuff like that. Me, I don't want no funky but this. Can't do it, Lord. That
Mm,
just throw the whole vibe off.
oh man,
You know what I'm saying? Man, you
maybe.
trying to, you trying to suck on the girl nibbles and stuff like that, and they salty. You be like, hey, hey, you, you, you like, you like, godly, oh yeah, you like,
He's
wow.
looking at McDonald's fries.
You be like,
Mm, the titty tasting like freshly seasoned McDonald's
I'm
fries.
telling you, you be like, I don't even like McDonald's fries. Oh God.
Mm, mm,
Oh,
mm,
oh, oh God. Oh, play too much, Lord. No, I play too much.
Oh, before we close out this show, my good brother, you got any good closing remarks to the people?
Listen, man.
Well,
I'm a,
America.
America. Listen here, America. I'm tired of these doggone kids. But nah, I'm just playing. But listen, man.
Mm,
At the end of the day, man, own your brand, man. Own you. All right, man.
mhm,
Like, ain't no such thing as no right or wrong. Ain't no speaking your piece. If a business or a person they fucking you over, they holding you over, nah, you gotta be right to say what you gotta say. You gotta be right to speak how you feel. Ain't gonna be no right or wrong, man. And let's be real. I'm gonna say like this, and like to all the people that when it comes to these jobs ain't loyal to you. These jobs gonna get what they
loyal.
can from you, and it's on to the next. That's why they gonna use you again. Use what you got, use what you know, use your experience, and they're gonna build from there. And they're gonna do is chuck the deuce up and say, appreciate you. That's it. Simple as that.
Mm. Ain't lying about that. My words and my closing remarks to the people are simply this: not just only own your brand, but stand 10 toes on. If you right, you right, and don't let nobody differentiate or try to move you from that. Because at the end of the day, you know when you're right, and don't let somebody else tell you you're not. Because I guarantee you, they're gonna tell you you're not because you're actually wrong, because you being wrong makes them feel better and it justifies their action.
Mhm.
So stay 10 toes. It's okay, like he said, be that villain.
Oh,
Sometimes
100.
you got to be funky Thanos. Sometimes you got to be, Teddy Pettygrass. Like it's okay
They don't call me Funky DeBarge for nothing.
for no reason. Because remember, it could be NCAA, USA, NAACPA, Lazy Five.
Yes. Uh, and ladies, if that pussy funky, nobody want it.
Mm-mm.
You come right here with that funky but dusty, that's it wrong.
Hmm. Put that shit in the jar and seal it away.
Mm. You got yams, but doesn't need work.
They spoiled yams.
Mm. Ooh, get the food out my
Out my grill.
grill.
Before you get killed.
Yeah.
My name is Lester, the court jester.
But, ladies and gents, man, listen, it's been a fun ride. Heaven's headquarters is closing. Ah, ah.
And we